Alright guys, this is how you set up your computer to do barcoding when you're doing an event where you're shooting barcodes that you hand out the card to a customer so that they can look up their image when they get home or get close to the internet. Alright, so I'm going to start out and tell you that when you start the computer up, there's going to be a couple of different users. There's going to be me, Scott, and there's going to be a user called Photo. That's the one that you want to start in, is Photo. And the password, when it asks you for a password, is Triprism, Triprism, just like the software. And it's set up like that on every computer so that no matter which computer you take, that password's always going to be the same. Okay. And down here at the bottom on this particular computer, my menu bar is down here, but it may be on the side on some of the laptops. But we're going to start out showing you a few things you need to do. Alright, start Teps-X up. And before you go into any kind of menu, this is the main menu right here. Before you do anything, you need to go up into your preferences up here at the top and Teps settings. And you need to make sure that your camera that you're using is the one selected. Mine is always set to Nikon, but when other photographers who use Canon hook up, they need to change this to Canon. And the next thing you need to do, make sure, is you want to enable this customer order mode. That turns on the barcoding. Now there's one other thing. I'm going to go ahead and set it in here. Right here it says chroma key preferences. Even though you're not shooting a green screen, or you may be shooting a green screen, it just depends on what job you're on, but in this particular one I'm doing this video for, it's not. You go to this chroma key preferences, and right here it's going to ask you what kind of template do you want to use. Now I may have a template built for the job already, and right here it tells you the name of this particular one was Johnson Supply. We did that a few weeks ago, but I'm going to just turn this over here and change it to standard templates. These are just blank templates that don't have any kind of border on them or any kind of text or logo. They're just blank borders, just like you were printing a picture on a blank piece of paper. Alright, so, and then right here it asks you to select which one you want to use, and we'll just start out 5x7 portrait. That should be good enough, and hit OK. Now, if you have a camera hooked up to the software and you're starting to shoot, you hit the start sitting. If you're a cell station and you don't have a camera hooked up to your computer, you're not tethered to a camera, you'd hit preview images. Now that's a whole different video, so we're not going to go into that right now. But for this basic job where you're using a computer tethered to a camera and you're shooting barcodes and you're not printing any kind of prints, we're just going to do this real simple. We're going to hit start sitting. It's going to find your camera. Sometimes you may have to try it 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it doesn't recognize it right off, but in this case it did. And it's always going to put the date up here. Now you can name this folder anything you want to. Typically what we do is we put the date, but I change it. I go 05/29/2013 _ and the name of the company that I'm working for. But in this case, when we've got several different stations going, I'm going to have you call it station 1 and station 2 and station 3, or however many stations we have. That way if a customer calls looking for their photo, I can ask them, okay, what computer station were you at? What color was the background that you took your picture on? And if they can tell me that, I can narrow it down really quick. So we're going to hit station 1, go OK. And see, it started up with no thumbnails up here because we haven't taken any pictures yet. And it started up with this barcode box. And so now if I take a barcode card and I enter it, it's ready to go. And I'll take a picture of the dog. And I'm going to take a picture of the door. Shut up. And those two images, you notice, have the barcode number, and one of them is called _001. The second image was _002. And it'll just keep adding to this barcode number until you take a picture of the next barcode. I'll do that real quick. And now you notice when I shot the next barcode, all those images in the thumbnail bar disappeared. And it should do that every time. If it doesn't do that every time, you haven't done something right. So, let me pull up those images I shot just a second ago. If I can find the right card. Okay. It's one of these. I didn't pay attention to the number. There we go. Alright. And over here you have all the different types of templates that I have built. I have 8x10s, 5x7s, and 4x6s. Normally we do it a 5x7. So I'll just click on that one. And if I go to this landscape one, it'll fit in there right. If I shoot one now, that's portrait, and I click on it, it should go to a portrait template automatically. You shouldn't have to do anything. So that's basically how this is going to work. Y'all are not going to have to be doing anything other than I'm going to have it set up that when you get finished, you can, every time you take a picture, I want you to do a print to file. We'll have a print to file button over here, so it'll send the images that you shoot to a folder with those barcode numbers, so I don't have to go look for them. Alright, that's pretty much it for this. This is a real basic job, and it shouldn't be very complicated to get set up. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck. Get this video shut down.